Welcome to Neural Newscast. I am Hassan Al-Khalil, reporting on the global developments and, well, those geopolitical shifts that really define our era.
And I am Oliver Grant. Today, we are analyzing the intersection of trade policy and public dissent in Europe, alongside a pretty significant shift in how we fund the exploration of our universe.
We begin in Paris, where the streets have once again become a flashpoint for agricultural frustration. On Thursday, dozens of tractors actually forced their way into the heart of the city, bypassing police blockades to reach the National Assembly and those iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower.
Right, and the scale of this protest, which was organized by the Rural Coordination Union, really reflects a deepening anxiety. While authorities attempted to contain the movement to the city's outskirts, approximately 20 tractors managed to penetrate the center, which signals a pretty direct challenge to the government's authority.
Oliver, the imagery is striking, no doubt, but the root cause here is a long-standing geopolitical friction. These farmers are protesting the European Union's move to finalize a free trade deal with the Mercosur nations. You know, Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay.
Precisely, Hassan. From an economic standpoint, the French agricultural sector views this deal as an existential threat. They argue that opening the market to South American beef, poultry, and sugar will flood the EU with cheaper products that just don't meet the same stringent sanitary and environmental standards required of European producers.
It is not just about competition, though. There is a real sense of betrayal. Protesters like Ludovic Dupont, who traveled all the way from Corsica, are calling on President Emmanuel Macron to take a firmer stand. They feel the French government simply hasn't been forceful enough in its opposition to Brussels.
The data shows a clear divide within the EU itself. Germany is a primary supporter of the deal, eager to expand industrial exports to South America. France and Poland, however, have remained the primary roadblocks. The concern now is that supporters might try to bypass French objections during the upcoming negotiations in Paraguay on January 12th.
Agriculture Minister Annie Genevard has reaffirmed France's opposition, but the farmers on the ground clearly feel that rhetoric is insufficient. This is compounded by domestic issues, such as government measures to curb bovine diseases, which have further strained the livelihoods of rural families.
It is a classic case of the tension between global trade liberalization and local protectionism. If the Mercosur deal moves forward, it could fundamentally reshape the French rural economy. Totally.
While farmers fight for their place on the land, others are looking significantly higher. Oliver, we have seen a major announcement regarding the future of space observation. It's quite a shift.
Yes, Hassan. Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt and his wife Wendy have announced a massive investment in what they call the Schmidt Observatory system. It represents a return to a pre-World War II model of science, where wealthy individuals, rather than governments, fund major astronomical instruments.
The centerpiece of this project is a telescope named Lazuli. It is being described as a modern successor to the Hubble Space Telescope. For decades, these multi-billion-dollar projects were the exclusive domain of agencies like NASA.
And the fiscal implications here are fascinating. While the Schmidts haven't disclosed the exact figure, analysts estimate the investment at $500 million minimum. They are funding 4 distinct projects that have struggled to secure government grants due to their high-risk nature or, well, just novel concepts.
Lazuli stands out not just for its 3.1-meter mirror, which is larger than Hubble's, but for its location. It will be placed in an elliptical orbit much farther from Earth, reaching up to 275,000 kilometers away.
That distance is a strategic choice, Hassan. By moving beyond geostationary orbit, the telescope avoids the interference of Starlink and other communication satellite constellations that are increasingly cluttering the view for Earth-based and low-orbit instruments.
There is also a significant difference in the timeline. NASA projects often take 25 years from concept to launch. Schmidt Sciences aims to have Lazuli operational by 2029. That's a 5-year gestation period. This speed is only possible by accepting a higher level of risk than a government agency could tolerate.
Detailed, bringing the focus back to Earth-based technology. The system also includes ground-based innovations such as the Argus Array in Texas, which uses 1,200 small telescopes to create movies of the night sky, and a massive radio telescope array in Nevada. These are modular, data-heavy projects that leverage modern AI and computing power.
It suggests a new era, where the frontier of human knowledge is expanded through private philanthropy. It's a bold gamble on the future of astrophysics, really.
Connecting the themes of both stories thoughtfully, whether it is tractors in the streets of Paris or telescopes in deep orbit, the common thread today is a push against the established order, be it trade norms or government-led research.
Thank you for joining us on Neural Newscast. I am Hassan Al-Khalil.
And I am Oliver Grant. We will continue to track these developments and provide the context you need. Goodbye. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.